welcome back to the Season 2 finals of the CGPL, sponsored by Logitech. I am PDG, and with me is Diggs Chung. Almost forgot your name. It's been a long day. Diggs, what can you tell me exactly about how Immunity managed to win that first map of Vox Eminor?
They just kept Vox out of the game. They kept winning the important rounds. That's what gets Vox going, I think. When Vox win important rounds, they feed off it. They thrive on it. They're all big personalities, all big players. They all sort of jump on each other's back and play better. I know that's the same for every team, but I think more importantly with Vox, because they always give teams chances, I find, but no teams really take their chances against them, and that's why they keep winning.
I was talking outside to a couple of the spectators here in terms of Vox Eminor and their ability to string together win after win after win. Now, in my opinion, there's three elements to sort of the main strategy behind Counter-Strike. There's aim, there's chemistry, and then there's strategy. Yep. So how well you can play as a team, how well you can aim your crosshair, and how well you can execute your strategy. And for so long, teams were caught up on trying to out-aim Vox and out-strategize Vox, and they didn't put enough effort into keeping their team alive and building enough chemistry to battle them on all three fronts. Now, I think that Immunity have got themselves a line up here. Win or lose today in this map, win or lose the third map, whatever happens from here on in, I think that they know that they've got the chemistry and the team composition to actually take it to Vox on all those three levels. What's your thoughts?
They've got a nice balance of players as well. I mean, they've got Source and 1.6. They've got experience, and they've also got a kind of fresh players like James. Emag's been playing for a while, but James is kind of the newest player, and he's one of those players that kind of like international scene. There's all these new players mixed with experienced players, and I think that's the perfect balance.
Absolutely.
So Vox definitely got their work cut out on Cage, but
and Vox have actually picked Cache as their map as well. So as we zoom through and try and get the best bird's eye view possible of this knife round, here we go. Vox, I mean, they do need to pick up this knife round because CT is something that they played well against Climax, but Immunity taking that confidence with them, they picked all 5 away, no kills there for Vox Eminor, so they will take their pick of sides, which definitely should be CT, in my opinion, and they've cemented that. What do Vox have to do in your eyes? Like, is it more of an aim thing? Do they just need to wake up and get into the game?
I definitely think it's the aim thing. They were missing so many shots. I mean, I remember Azza at Carpet that round.
Absolutely.
On Castle. I remember Luke at Banana. I mean, those 2 rounds that they won might have transformed into 4. You never know.
And I mean, it looks, if they make those shots, you're right, it goes from 5-0 to 3-2.
That's right.
And it's mentally looking at the scoreboard, that's a massive factor going in. So while we wait for them to decide what they want to do with the pistol round and get the game going, you predicted 2-0 to Vox. I predicted 16-9 to Immunity, and I was 16-6, I think, so I'm pretty close. Thoughts on the third map?
I'm going to pick the opposite.
Second map.
I'm going to pick the opposite of what I think. So I see a third map, so I'm probably going to be wrong. I'm going to go Immunity 16-8.
Immunity 16-8. So no, they still 2-0, but to the opposite team that you thought. Interesting pick there from Diggs. I myself, as we get the countdown going towards the start of the pistol round, I will say that Vox Eminor will win this 16-13 and force a final showdown on Nuke, just to write the storytell ending to, one of the most highly contested nationals so far in Australian CSGO history. And we can see the Vox boys already quickly moving up the mid part of the map, boosting up onto that mid section and pushing their way through to short. So this looks as though it will probably be an A split here, with Sponge going late with the bomb, and Azza is making his way up short. And they've already forced someone into the side. Ricky with a huge pistol kill onto Top Gun though, so this is the start Immunity wanted, but Sponge quickly returns fire, and Havoc picks up Ricky. Yaman trading very well here, and Immunity all of a sudden a 3-2 up. And they know exactly where Vox Eminor are. And they've got the bomb down. They've managed to pick up the bomb. So it's a 2v2 here. JKS and Azza versus Yaman and Sniper. Absolutely perfect start to the round in terms of a viewer point of view. as Justin and Azza will make their way back towards the bomb. Can Azza find someone? He does find someone. Can he get the headshot, though? Can he get the break? He gets the bink. That's big from Azza. He tries to spam him underneath the truck. Good awareness there from Sniper as he dodges those bullets. Sniper gets taken down by Azza. It is all on Yaman to try and pick up a kill. He will fall back, but he's reloaded his pistol just in time. Doesn't make the kill! Azza went absolutely huge. Picks up the last two crucial kills. And that's what Vox Eminor needed to get themselves back in the game.
I think that's the round that's going to get him going. And Azza, too, is the one who won the round, so he's a very, very important player for them. So if he gets going, I think it could be curtains for him, to be honest. But it was a really confusing round. I think I saw that strat before by Nip. They boost everyone to mid to go A. We'll just watch this for a sec.
And we can see that the Immunity are favouring this B side, but they've got men spread all over the map. Ricket picking up that scout, and so is Yam. So they're basically saying, come at us if you want to, but we've spent all of our money. And Justin says, I don't really care. Have a headshot sniper, and moves his way towards the B bomb site, and it looks as though they'll be taking it, but there is so much danger involved here because I'm pretty sure Yaman and Rick are both lying in wait with these scouts, ready to pounce on even the slightest viewing of Vox Eminor, showing extreme patience here, not giving away either of their positions, but Vox still seem keen on this B bomb site. As you can see, 3 members grouping up here with Top Gun, a 4th now coming through the vent. Ricker picks up one. Yaman does tag as well, so this is danger signs here for Vox Eminor. As Yaman puts down another shot, they're taking really a long time to get into this bomb site. Oh, Yaman just looking through the smoke, doesn't find it, but James does find a kill, and all of a sudden, James has a Galil. It's a 3v3, and 2 of the Vox Eminor players are low, so a perfect round panning out here for Immunity, but they need to show some urgency getting in here. They don't have a kit, and it's going to be hard for them to do. Top Gun takes down one. Justin should close out this round. Sponge going huge. A glimmer of hope there for Immunity, but quickly erased by the team play of Vox Eminor.
I think they had armor too, did they? Immunity?
Yeah, Immunity full board there, so the scouts would have been dropped for armor for Yaman and Riccio, I believe. So an interesting take that on, don't see that a lot, the dropping of the scout. But almost paid off for them.
Trying to copy obviously the Europeans start to do that. They're generally the trendsetters in that sort of type of play these days. But came down to a 3v3, so I guess you could say it was worth it. But they fought for the next 2 rounds now.
Absolutely. Unless they can pull something miraculous. But James basically catches the grenade from Sponge and moves his way back into the bomb site to see safety. But he won't stay there for very long as he maneuvers to a new spot. Justin takes off Ricker, and that's the sort of headshot that will get Justin going. It was an instant 1-bullet AK, and that's when you know the danger signs are coming. But Havoc not having his way with Sniper. There's Sniper doubling up on Sponge as well. Justin and Azza return frags into this bomb site, and they will have control, but EMAG may have something to say about it too. Does not. Top Gun doing enough to kill him. But every round, it's Top Gun with quality aim, but every round is coming down to the wire, as it did last game.
It's a good sign for IM that those rounds are close, because they should be close. They only had pistols, so they're obviously making their shots.
And that's what they will be telling them. That's what they will be telling themselves. But this is the guy that we all want to see. Let's see if he can transfer any of that form from D Inferno.
He doesn't have
armor. And he's bought the AWP without armor, so naked AWP here from Ricker. This is a huge risk. Vox Eminor might get caught off guard here because they don't think Ricker had the money to buy, and this will be massive. As you can see, a couple of T's making their way straight for Ricker. He has got the kill. Unfortunately, I flashed it just too quickly. Oh, he does get the double. Ricker has bombed down as well. So the naked AWP paying off, but he needs to try and get out of this position. He needs to try and save this AWP and live to fight another day, because he won't be able to buy one again next round. And it's been so crucial for Immunity that he does have an AWP. But James helps him out. Ricker gets a 3rd one, and this is showing off his AWP prowess at the moment as Justin gets away from the firing zone, but he's got a lot of work to do. 5 versus 1 for Justin JKS Savage as he tries to make his way into the B bomb site. We'll see one, but as soon as he does, Immunity collapse on them almost immediately. And risk versus reward. Ricker not buying armor, getting that AWP, getting 3 kills. Just good signs for Immunity all the way across the board.
Very risky. I think Ricker does that a lot, watching him play online. Obviously, if he misses that shot, completely different round. He obviously made it, so worked out to be well.
Yeah, and he will actually spot one up here again. Oh, he's been tagged. So, Azza taking 81 health points. I'm not sure exactly what he could have hit apart from his head, but he will find another one in mid. So I think a couple of tags there, but Yaman doesn't seem to mind what's going on with Ricker. He just wants to continue piling on headshots of his own, and the T's will make their way back towards A, you should think. But the aggressiveness from Immunity, they have so much map control at the moment. That just froze. My apologies. So looking at this, Ricker with the position here to go absolutely huge once again. He's got the perfect spot to finish off this round for Immunity as they try and push through the smoke. Will they try and push through the smoke? No, they won't. They go towards mid-com, but waiting there patiently is Sniper. The communication good from Immunity, not being caught off guard by the CT spawn split. Sniper's well aware that two of the T's have made their way towards uppers, and he'll immediately go around to flank. And here should be Sniper coming in with a huge play. Sniper sees one. Sniper gets one. Sniper gets the bomb there. Can he get the second? Sniper does get the second. He doesn't know where the third is, but he should. He sees him there. He knows he's at the bomb. Sniper with the play. Top Gun takes him out. Oh, Top Gun, absolutely massive kill there. 1 health point. 1 point of health for Top Gun. And he's waiting patiently, but Emag is finding his way into the bomb site. He's jumping up. Ricky will take him down. And Sniper with some experience there with composure, not firing at the guy that he thought he saw in CT spawn, not giving his position away, and playing the flank well.
He's on a man on a mission at the moment, isn't he?
He's yeah,
he's winning pretty crucial rounds. Like I said before, I don't think he's top fragging, but he's getting those. They call him the game turner.
Game
back
turner.
in the day. So
Ian the game turner.
The game turner. So he's definitely doing that this game and last game.
Absolutely. We did point out that he only had 14 kills last game, but those kills came in spectacular fashion, locking down at least 2 or 3 rounds for his side. But Vox trying to abuse the fact that Rick is solo AWPing mid, and they've come all the way up. Ricker having a good look, but I'm not sure that I like this situation for Ricker. There's multiple angles for the T's to pick, and he's got to make some of the sharpest shots just to keep alive. And he does pick up one. So great start there from Ricker. He pops the flash around the corner, knows one's behind the box, goes for the spam. Doesn't think he can get it with the CZ, but he definitely knows one behind that box, and he just sees him again. So it's Sponge behind there just practicing his jumping technique, and Ricker won't have a bar of it and just tries to tap him down. Let's move on to Sniper, who's going to have 3 incoming enemies as Ricker finally finishes off Sponge on the other side of the map. Yaman and Sniper put the pain onto Vox Eminor, even though it was an eco. Good signs once again for Immunity.
Well, Rick's obviously AWPing, and I think he's got it into a rhythm. That's what AWPers always want to find. They want to, because I'm an AWPer myself, so when you're in rhythm, it's really hard to get out of that rhythm, even over 3 maps. So he found it early. So I don't know. It's going to be hard for Vox at the moment.
And Vox just doing the Vox thing where they just sort of split pick the map. But you can see Rick has actually pushed the door with this AWP, and he will get a vantage point all the way down to spawn, and I'm not sure that they're ready for him to be the AWPer pushing, because he might just get a pick off Ricker on the unsuspecting Azza. I think one of his teammates spotted him, ran away, and left Azza for dead there. He will be most annoyed at losing his life to that style of kill, but Ricker just continues on form, punishing Vox Eminor for trying to take away his AWP. And Yaman picking up a headshot, Yaman getting a double. Action all over the map, and none of it in favour of Vox Eminor at the moment. Immunity showing out. Sponge picking up the last kill. And we talked about control at length in the Climax and Avant game, and then the Avant Immunity game. The fact that they were taking space away from Avant and making them, bottlenecking them into certain choke points. Immunity are running a clinic onto Vox Eminor in the last map, and certainly on this map. Immunity are picking their fights, and they're getting what they want to get.
See, the thing with CT is you don't always have to hold. Ricker is playing an aggressive type of style, but it's sort of not really that risky. He's putting himself in a fight where he's got the advantage. He's pushing up into spots where... We'll just watch this round.
Where is Ricker when you need him? There he is, picking up a kill, and he will get to that upper side and try and flash the bomb site for his teammates. He works his way in, just don't have nothing of it, smashes him as he tries to get the bomb side. Luke Havoc Payton in a 2v1 doesn't even get the chance to fire a bullet, gets taken down by Yaman, then knew exactly where he was, and Yaman will run around Cat and pick up that AWP for Ricker once again. So, well, I guess the biggest surprise for me was after Rick, if you looked at the game earlier on the day, Ricker struggled with the AWP. Yeah. He missed a lot of shots. Yep. Yaman seemed to be the guy that was on. Yep. Yet in the final, they put their faith back in their main AWP, but they said, it's your gun, it's your time, and we're just going to keep giving it to you, and he's actually rewarded his team for their faith in him.
That's right. Like I said, it's all about rhythm. If he's not in rhythm, then he's not going to be AWPing. Looks like Havoc's going to pick up the AWP and try to counter that.
And it's going to be Ricker versus Havoc. Havoc versus Ricker on this mid boost. Can he find the kill that they so sorely need? Let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, it's just a battle of who's going to see each other first. And I think Havoc just missing that shot. But Top Gun takes down Emag and James quickly onto Top Gun. So it looks as though they're going to make their way slowly back towards the A bomb site. So this is going to be on James and Ricker once again to defend this bomb site. Ricker moving his way back around to the quad boxes to get the perfect vantage point on the middle of the terrorist midsection. So coming into the A bomb site, of course. But Vox just taking their time. Havoc's just legged someone in mid, as you can see. Yaman taking 85 points there down. And Havoc will take down Yam with his pistol. So an excellent kill there by Havoc to try and open up this round for his team. And Ricker's moving just quickly enough to escape the pressure. And it's all going to be on Ricker now. They know where he is. This should be a round for Vox, and it is. And that was well played by Vox. I love the fact that they slowed it down.
Finally a round that they won. Like, yeah. In that sort of situation. Could have gone potentially wrong if Ricker hit that shot AWPing down the, I don't know what you guys call it, short, I would say.
Yep.
But yeah, they finally won a round that was a 50-50.
Yep. So Ricker taking his AWP towards the B side of it now, and he's going to probably get the advantage on one of the T's popping across now, trying to get that B control. He doesn't quite see him, and the smoke comes in, so he will be smoked off. But as in true Ricker fashion, he's going to be slightly more aggressive and still fall back, doesn't even fire the AWP. Havoc gets absolutely hammered by Yaman as he tries to get on the boost, and Yaman says, look, the double AWP setup has worked for us all day. There's no reason it won't work for us now. The AWP at B as well as the AWP at mid. So, you know, what can, I guess, Vox do with no AWPs at all? Sniper taking down another one. It's just basically shooting fish in a barrel, which is usually what we're talking about. We're talking about Vox Eminor.
They're trying to fight the AWPs long range at the moment. Luke went for a pick in mid. Obviously lost that battle, but then they just went out with no smokes, even though they knew he was AWPing mid, so the advantage is with him. Maybe they didn't have any smokes and nades, but they know they have two AWPs now, so the only way to beat two AWPs is really, obviously, with smokes and flashes. If you don't have an AWP yourself running around, sort of eliminating where he's going to be. So they don't know exactly where the AWP is going to be at the start of the round. So they either need to say, okay, look, we don't have enough money to AWP, so we can't just walk around into corners. We're just going to get picked. They need to go, okay, look, we need to just hit a site with smokes and flashes. Presume that the AWP is going to be there.
And as they're picking up Emag there early, but all the A controls still with immunity, although James is all by his lonesome, and I think it's going to be a B hit because Sponge is lurking there, but James in an excellent position to shut down this Vox Eminor push as they try and swindle around. They think they know that he's there, but it won't matter. One there for Bomb, two there. Will pull out his pistol, probably get the third here if he concentrates on his aim. Ricker takes down, but it will be a 2v2 now. An AWP for Sponge as well, so an AWP for Sponge. This could be interesting as he finds his way through CT spawn and tries to get in that pick at the car. Ricker won't have a bar of it, and Sniper's just blocking him off. But Top Gun's found his way all the way back to B, and Sniper's up as B, so he hasn't been seen by anyone who will get the kill. Sniper playing it so smart, waiting for that plan, and it have absolutely paid dividends. A huge play from Ian, and it gave immunity around that they probably wouldn't have a chance of winning otherwise.
Really good patience there, I guess. I'm not sure Sponge knew at all he was there. Top Gun obviously didn't know he was there, so that's why he planted in the open. But I guess just really good patience.
I mean, that plant was so risky. They could have been vent, he could have been behind, getting that angle. I mean, you just need to plant behind those boxes and get that $800 for your team.
I think Sponge might have said he was, that's probably why I did it. So
okay, and as we move back in towards the round, we've got another buy round, but Ricker and Yaman are absolutely terrorizing Vox Eminor at the moment with this dual AWP attack, they don't really have an answer at the moment. After winning Pistol, Vox have only managed to secure 1 gun round to Immunity's 7. Well, not 7 because of the ecos, but they've strung together multiple rounds. And if you had to tell me who was the #1 seed and who was, the #2 seed, but Havoc doesn't want any form of that as he takes down Imagine straight away. A pretty recurring theme, unfortunately, for EMAG in this game so far. He's not had an opportunity to really shine, but it doesn't matter. He's 7-4 up on the scoreboard, and Luke narrowly missing that AWP shot, but he doesn't tag him at all. I wonder where that blood came from. Must have been EMAG dying in the same spot. And Vox are going to make their way onto this A bomb site, but unfortunately for them, Immunity are pretty much ready to go in terms of shutting down this site, and it will be pretty interesting to see Ricky going huge, getting 2 more kills. Here he goes, Ricky with the 3rd. Oh, narrowly missing that unzoom there as they make their way in, but Sniper's in an excellent position to crossfire with his teammate Yaman. And will Azza pick out? Will he show the discipline? Oh, it's a close call there for Azza. He makes his way around the bomb site, and Azza, I think he actually got flashed by his teammate there, unfortunately. Sniper copping the brunt end of Yaman's smoke, Yaman's flash rather, but Yaman's just going to swindle here and try and defuse. The spam comes in. Justin says, I don't think so. A clever play by Yaman, but looking at the money, Sean, was that a smart decision or should they have fallen back? I mean, Yaman was in a no-win position there at the end anyway, so.
He could have won that if he got lucky through that defuse, I guess. Could have got lucky.
Is that a play that you go for because no one had spotted him, so he can run away at that point and keep the AWP for the next round?
I guess he probably thought we got a lot of money and might as well go for it, in my opinion. But
Havoc a little bit disappointed that he doesn't get a boost in mid as he moves back towards B, but trading is so crucial here, and it's going either way at the moment. These rounds are so insanely close. They're coming right down to the wire.
They're not really playing a fast-paced game as teams. Both teams. It's just really slow picks. I don't know if that's because they don't have any strats. But
Havoc taking down Sniper there. A little bit more patience showed by Havoc just there, but Ricky will pop a flash, and EMAG will get the bomb, and so all of a sudden, Vox Eminor on a 2v3 have to run inside the bomb site, straight at EMAG and get the bomb. EMAG spots one, takes him down, gets the second, doesn't. Azza now in a 2v1 against James and Ricky. James, very low hit points. Azza probably knows about it, but Ricky is very strong, and he's got all of his hit points and ammunition intact, so he will make his way into the bomb site. Ricky from above, James from below. What can he do? Ricky with the spam, doesn't even bother to use his zoom. Runs in and goes, you know what, I'll just take this frag right now. And no zoom even required.
Well, that was a smart play from Ricky because I think what the plan was he would take the gunfire and the other guy was going to kill him even if Ricky did die. So
absolutely.
I think that's why he just went in with no scope.
Yep.
Not even really, he was trying to get the kill, but
that gun's so strong anyway. Yeah. It doesn't really make any difference if you zoom or not. Yeah. But Ricky picks it back up. James picking up that gun for him after he finishes the round. So we'll be on Ricky cam going straight back towards B. And as Vox look to just split mid, Sniper taking down 2 boosts, almost taking down a 3rd. Yaman doubling up as well. So as quickly as I could change over the vision, 4 players have died from Vox Eminor, and this looks like bad news bear for Vox Eminor at the moment. Yaman knifes Sponge in the ultimate show of disrespect, says, see you later, Sponge, gets that blade stuck in, and also picks $1,500 up for the pleasure of doing so. And that's just a bit of salt in the wound right now for Vox Eminor.
Community just looks like they're having fun.
Community look like they're having fun, don't they? Absolutely.
They're enjoying it, so Vox look a bit tense at the moment.
Well, no one expected them to win. No one expected them to even compete, I guess. They thought that.
Did they think?
Well, no, I think they thought that, but in terms of the public, I was certainly of the perception that they would be good, but certainly not this good. And it's just testament to the fact that how hard they work as James takes down Sponge, does get taken down by Havoc, so a little bit of over-aggression there, rewarded for Havoc and then Azza in a row. And this has turned very quickly into a 4v3. And even though Team Immunity are red hot at the moment, they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal.
Well, this is a crucial round, actually, because if they get 10, the pistol sort of takes a little bit out of the factor. If he goes 9-6, then Vox, say, win the pistol, it goes back to 9-9. But if they get 10, that one-round buffer can make a little difference.
And Sniper trades kills with JKS there, so they're probably going to try and make their way into B, and they will. But Ricky gets the bomb down with the Dak. Ricky gets the double. Ricky gets the triple. The Dak from Ricky proving too strong as they try and make their way in towards B. And a little bit of a chuckle coming out from Ricky as he triples up there. And Immunity are playing with an extreme level of confidence at the moment.
Well, Vox are going to have to dig real deep here.
Real deep. When we talk about that strat pool, we're going to have to go really deep into the strat pool.
Maybe my prediction might come true in this one, but I don't see it. I think it's...
Vox are, for a lack of a better word, struggling at the moment. They've never been tested in this way in terms of the aim and the strategy involved in trying to win a national championship. They've always been the most well-prepared team, and it's now blatantly clear that they weren't well-prepared enough. It's definitely not a lack of skill level on their team. But James doesn't care. He takes down Sponge almost instantly at the start of the pistol round, forces Vox onto the back foot once again, and Immunity are just chilling out and letting Vox make these false reads. So where do you think they'll end up with the bomb?
They're just going to play that slow style and just find out where the opposition is, and then obviously look at the numbers and hit the other side. That's pretty much what they're going to do.
Absolutely. It looks as though they're going to group up towards B, though, where Havoc is all by his lonesome, I should think. He absolutely is. Az is going to be the next person in, but Havoc takes an aggressive angle, pays for it by only getting one. Sniper swindles all the way out. Yaman gets into mid as well. This is all on Azza. A 4v1 to save. He does have a kit, though, so there is hope left for Azza, but he gets spotted. This is almost impossible. The dedication's there, the discipline's there. Azza tapping down Sniper to no avail. James strafes out, gets the kill, and Havoc making a crucial mistake there. He was down in numbers. He pushed the open choke point, got taken down by a trade, and realistically, the pressure looks as though it's getting to Vox all of a sudden.
Not sure why he pushed. I'm not sure if he
not sure why he pushed
trying to get
either.
information or a teammate called A, or I'm really not sure. Probably pressure, but yeah.
So for those of you playing at home who think Vox are above the pressure at this point in their playing careers, it's just the sort of thing that a national final of this magnitude brings out. The nerves are showing. They're not showing for Yaman, though, as he picks up yet another headshot onto Sponge. And Immunity having their way with them. Yaman picking up an absolute treat of a double there. Ricky putting work in with that CZ. James... Ricky gets taken down by Justin. James will make his way in. Loses his gun. Justin, absolutely massive there with the pistol. Can he get one more kill for his team? Oh, imagine going down so low. That could have been a turning point in the game, but it doesn't matter. Top Gun in a 1v1. He knows where his opponent is. This is absolutely fierce. He doesn't get it. Sniper able to hold his nerve and take out his ex-teammate. And whoa. These rounds are coming down to the wire every time.
Again, Sniper. Again.
Sniper, one round. That movie will be made at least 3 or 4 times today. This is absolutely insane. I mean, if we had started the cast and someone said Immunity would be in position to win the game at just the second map in, I would have laughed at you. But here we are. Sniper with the first. He could actually go massive here too. Doesn't get the opportunity. Justin takes him down. But in true Immunity style, Ricky with the reply almost instantly in a different part of the map. And I guess they're just flat out playing better.
I'm speechless.
They're more. It just comes across as they just took this maybe a bit too lightly, or maybe they're just not playing well today. It doesn't really matter. Azza tries to get a kill, but Emag will just clean that one up. Vox Eminor's money, as we have a look at the scoreboard, you can see Ricky 22 kills, Sniper 19, Yam 17, James 13, Emag on 6, but it matters not when you are 13-5 ahead on the scoreboard.
That's right.
And Top Gun and Sponge struggling a little bit, but Justin is the clear, I guess, he's the person who's been making something happen.
It just goes to show that Vox aren't playing well as a team. Last map, they had players struggling, some other players stopping.
Yep.
This map, same result. Some players stopping, some players not playing so well. So if you look at IM, obviously Emag's only on 6 frags, but look at the rest of them. It's all pretty much the same.
And that is what really hammers home my point, that it just looks as though Vox aren't prepared enough for the event, they talked about, as in not strats and chemistry. I mean, they just didn't play enough Counter-Strike leading in because their chemistry looks off, because their trading is something that they pride themselves on. And when certain people are going well and certain people are struggling, that's not indicative of good trading.
They definitely... Well, it was hard to tell versus Climax. They looked a bit rusty, actually, versus Climax. Climax got a lot of rounds in them. That's not taking anything away from Climax, but they look a bit rusty, sloppy. I don't know, it's hard to say.
Yet another kill coming in there from James. So Immunity are getting absolutely anything they want to. They're winning almost every aim battle in these one-on-one competitions. And I'm actually struggling to fixate the camera on someone who's going to engage on the action, because everyone is fighting a choke point for Immunity across every side of the map. But this one does look as though they're going to find their way into A. Sniper takes down Azza. So this is a huge entry kill. Immunity will fight their way into this bomb site. Smokes and flashes rain in, and they will have complete control. Vox Eminor will be shut out of this bomb site. Once again, it's a 5v3, and it does look as though they're going for it though, but it doesn't matter. James sprays through the smoke, gets Top Gun, and forces Havoc and Justin to just live to fight another day. But their days are numbered at the moment, because this will put Immunity onto 14, and all of a sudden the Australian champions are looking as they're going to go down in spectacular fashion.
It's just one of those games for Vox. It's nothing's going right. They're not hitting their shots. They just can't get anything going. I mean, Immunity is just playing way too good, strategically and aim-wise.
Yep.
There's nothing strategically I don't think Sponge can do to sort of change this game, and they're just not hitting their shots enough. I've seen this happen to, you've watched Nip.
Yep.
Nip have been rolled like this many times, more importantly recent times, but it can happen.
Absolutely, and what I really want to drive home is when you're a champion, everyone in Australia practices just to beat you.
Yeah.
Add on to the fact that they haven't played as much as they should have, and add on to that, their ex-teammate is playing on the other team, giving them an insight as to what may be going on with the team. Not saying that that's happening, but if you add those three things up, it's no surprise to me that Immunity are playing so strong and looked as if they have a mental edge over Vox Eminor just at the moment.
It definitely is a factor that Ian played with them for so long. He definitely would know how... Vox know how sort of where they play and how they rotate and their sort of style. It's really hard to change the style of the team. So definitely it's helped in this, obviously helped in the final. Maybe he's been saving it. Maybe he's been saving it for this moment. But yeah.
Well, Yaman certainly has been saving his best for LAN, but Havoc isn't done yet. Takes down EMAG. That's what Luke needs to do. He needs to fire up and get his team back in this game. So they will collapse on a B, but Havoc getting a triple. This is what he needs to do for his team. Havoc is such a crucial player. Does get taken down by Yaman. It is a 4v2 at the moment. Sponge with an absolutely amazing shot, and Top Gun finishing off the round. That's the sort of play that we need to see from Vox Eminor. Precise, sharp, and they just got to make shots.
That was just
they just got to make
aim.
shots.
That was just simple aim. They didn't do anything strategic. They didn't stack aside. They didn't do tricky crossfires or flash pushes or anything. That was just them making their shots, and then they won the round easy.
Absolutely, but we did harp on the point with Avantgarde that when you're out of position and the other team has a strategic advantage, your aim is easier to build up because you know where the opponents are going to be. Whereas they're just struggling a little bit at the moment. Havoc will get dropped on, and James will trade onto him after he gets one. But they haven't lost control of this B bomb site just yet. It is 4v2, 4v1, and 4v none. And Vox have a long way to go, but signs of life finally from the Australian champions.
I don't want to jinx anything, but...
you said that earlier in the day.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say Vox seem to be finally hitting their shots. 14-7, 2 rounds away from leaving, really. Let's hope it continues, because I want to see a third map.
Team Immunity 2 rounds away from being the first team in Australian Counter-Strike history to dethrone Vox Eminor on LAN. That's a point of pressure. They know how close they are. It can be sometimes hard to lead from the front, but Yaman doesn't really mind this scenario being up 14-7 as Azza tries to push the door and gets taken down by the AK-47 of Yaman. So Azza moves into a position where he might be able to get a cheeky kill here, but what he's given up is real control of the main area. So Vox Eminor making this read, and it looks as though JKS will make his way back to A as well, and Havoc looks like he's interested in coming as well. So all the pieces in position for Azza to go huge, as he does. He gets one. Will he get the second? He absolutely does. JKS chips in with one. Sponge is gobbling at the forklift. Doesn't matter. Havoc and JKS pulling out of the bag. All of a sudden, 14-8. Here we come, Vox Eminor.
Oh, I'm not getting excited yet. It's only 14-8. Finally.
You're copping from death stares from some Vox fans in the crowd for not getting excited, Chum.
Finally, they're hitting their shots. I think that, to be honest, I think they've left it a little bit too late. They're gonna.
Technically speaking, they're still in the game. They've got
they are.
only 14, and this is an eco round.
Yeah, still.
So the ebb and flow of CS is just amazing. We see an eco round here from. Oh, Yaman taking down Sponge in an impressive headshot. The length of mid-EMAG onto Azza. Danger bells ring for Vox Eminor as Immunity will collapse onto this A bomb site, and it will all be up to JKS and Top Gun to fight. JKS picks up one in the back, but we'll keep on Sniper as he's moving towards this A bomb site, and he's completely cleaned it out, so he thinks. James picking up one, sorry, EMAG picking it up. Action coming everywhere. Justin makes his way back to B, and that's where he's going to find EMAG and James, but no, they've juked Vox Eminor once again. And James and EMAG are making their way back into the A bomb site. Top Gun needs to be very careful here, not to play too aggressively or give away. He's given away his position by throwing a grenade. Not sure why he would do that at this stage when he has no idea where they are, but you know they're right there. So there you go. As Top Gun sees he can't get one. EMAG with James and Sniper combining there for Top Gun, and it's the 2v1 now. Will he get the bomb down? He's gonna have to escape. No! Justin fires him down, and he gets up the kill. Justin with the heads-up play, the Molotov coming in there, killing James with no armor, nowhere to go, and Justin only 22 hits of points of health. Is dragging Vox Eminor back into this game.
Well, finally, a really huge clutch highlight round, something to cheer about. Been waiting for one all day. I think that was the first one for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's roll through the scoreboard very quickly. 22 on Justin, 17 on Havoc, 12 on Azza, 9 Sponge, 10 Top Gun. And for the Immunity boys, Ricky and Yaman pulling strong there on 20. Sniper also up there, but James on 17 as well. Just EMAG not quite fulfilling his duties, but Havoc onto Ricky. This is the fire-up moment for Vox Eminor. This is the kind of momentum they need, and it looks as though they, just for the minute, have got a slight mental advantage back.
Maybe. I don't think Yam's the caller. I don't think he's really panicking at the moment. But it seems as if the Vox are playing better. They're just playing better.
Vox have definitely increased the level of their play. Havoc with his third AWP kill. Maybe it's his second one. My apologies. As we have a check. He's got 2 AWP kills this round, and he endeavors to get a third for his team. Top Gun also has picked up Ricky's AWP, so all the more reason for Vox Eminor to have hope that they can shut this down, because with an AWP at either side, we saw Immunity do it with Ricky and Yaman. We saw how effective it was.
Vox are playing a different style with the AWP there. Havoc's not really pushing like Ricky did into spots and getting the early pick. He's sort of just using it as more of a defensive weapon and play style. So it's interesting to see the 2 different styles, but maybe the next round Havoc might go for a push. But I think, 14-9 mentally, we'll just watch this round.
James and Yaman trying to make their way in. It won't matter. James will trade onto Justin pretty nicely. This plant is crucial for Immunity to keep their money high. James gets it. It's a 3v1. No chances being taken by Vox Eminor as they play the patience game. They're all waiting to make a play. Havoc says, I'm ready to make a play right now. Gets that quick AWP kill. Picks up his triple for the round. And Luke Havoc Payton is bringing his team back into the game with this AWP.
Well, let's see if he plays aggressive with the AWP, because when you're up and leading with an AWP, as whatever side, usually CT, you're really cocky and confident. It doesn't matter if you die, you're up anyways. But when you're down 14-10, if you go for a sneaky push and you die, it doesn't pay off. You know you could potentially cost your team the game. So I'm just keen to see how they're going to use the AWP.
Well, they actually have 3 snipers, so Sponge has picked up the Dak, which is an enormous financial investment for him, going right down to full eco if they lose this round. So a lot of pressure on Sponge. But on the flip side, Immunity only have the 2 guns to work with. This is a half buy for them to see if they can get any sort of lucky kills or break up the money a bit for Vox Eminor, but oh, Ricky onto Sponge. See you later, $6,000 says Ricky, and Sponge goes down almost immediately. It will be on Top Gun to try and make a play coming in. Emag with the frag onto Azza. This is absolutely crucial that Top Gun lives here. He doesn't live! Havoc, this is all on him now. Him and Justin. Him and JKS. Havoc moving his way into the bomb site. What can he do? The bomb does go down, and they are against the clock. He cannot find him. Yaman picks one up. Yaman picks up the second. Immunity put Vox Eminor on tilt, and all of a sudden, those 2 orbs and the Dak, they didn't really need that many snipers. It's so hard to defend bomb sites with 3 sniper rifles.
I think Yam knew they had 2 orbs, but I don't know about the 3rd sniper.
Rickett just hit an amazing shot on Sponge just then. Wow.
They knew that they had 2 snipers, and they knew they had to avoid mid, and they knew they had to avoid B, so they just went A with a sort of a smoke trap. And
there is going to be an A push here from Vox Eminor. Azza will pick up Yaman. That's massive. Yaman's been so crucial, staying alive for so long in these rounds, but it's a long way to go. Emag onto Top Gun. Finally, wake up, Jeff. Emag finally getting a frag, pulling his weight, and all of a sudden a 4v4, and Sponge has limited equipment. He just has a pistol. This round looks as though it's tilting towards Team Immunity at the moment, with Vox fighting their absolute hardest to try and hold on to what's theirs, the National Championship and the CGP title. Even though it's not theirs, they are widely regarded as the best team in Australia at the moment. So excellent work from Team Immunity, and Sniper is just trying to find that crucial kill. It looks as though they're going to go towards the B bomb site now, though. James is right there. Havoc aggressively pushes, finds Sniper, and that will be massive. James onto the bomb site, gets Justin. This will be absolutely huge for Sniper and Sponge. Banging heads here. James gets into the bomb site, will get the plant down as it takes down Rickes. So Emag, can he prove his worth? He's been lackadaisical all game. James gets one. Emag gets taken out by Havoc. That's massive. Azza gets the kill onto James. And we are down to another round for Vox Eminor. Another close round. Could go either way. This is some intense Counter-Strike right now.
I thought that was it, to be honest.
I thought that was it too. I thought that Immunity had that, but Vox pried it away from their hands.
And that was Havoc.
It was all Havoc, and it's been all Havoc for about 8 or 9 rounds now. He's pulled them out of the fire, and now you can sort of see the value he brings to a team. Him and JKS well ahead of the pack, and Immunity elect to actually buy this one, so they've gone for that push buy again. It's been so successful, and it looks as though they're going to head towards the B side of things. So Sponge, once again, just with that pistol, unsure, but it doesn't matter. Instant headshot there onto James, and they will try and fight their way back towards this B bomb site. And Sponge pushing for he tried to get the gun, I guess. He wanted to get that rifle, but ill-advised move there as he evens up the frag count. And they're going to push on B, but Vox have a strong presence here. And Yaman's just watching that flank, playing ever so patient. And I hope Immunity will wait for Yaman to make a play before they try and enter this bomb site, because Yaman's been the guy to do it for them the whole day pretty much. Get that entry kill, get that 1B to get them going.
He's been doing everything today. He's been clutching, he's obviously been calling, and I think he's been guiding the team around, personally.
JKS takes down Sniper, so a big kill there. Top Gun takes down Emag. It is now 4v2, but this is well past being over as the clock counts down towards 30 seconds remaining. Rickes trying to make his way out the door, gets tagged. I'm pretty sure that was Havoc with that AWP. It was. Havoc taking him down once again, Luke, proving his worth over and over, and he knows the location of the last terrorist. It is Yaman, though. I think he just spotted its leg through the smoke. Wide angle, misses the shot. Now Yaman has the opportunity to 2v1, but he does have the bomb, actually, so this is so intense for Yaman. Justin should be able to get the kill here, and does. Justin playing it smart, but once again, Havoc getting that kill, killing Rick or legging Rick to stop the momentum, getting his team back in the game, and they've picked up the AWP again. Top Gun's managed to find the AWP. We'll give it to Havoc. What do Immunity do here?
The rounds are really close, so they only need just one frag to go their way. They don't really need to do anything special. They don't need to rush. They just need to keep playing the way they're playing. I think they'll break the probably, I reckon 16-14.
But because they keep getting that plant every single round, they've been unapologetically buying with pretty much orb and rifles and armor with a smattering of grenades, but that's very risky. That repick there doesn't pay the price, although does he sponge tag down to 21 hit points. And Immunity look to make their way into A. Ricket will use the Illuminati powers to try and scope his way into the A bomb site, but that just gave away the fact that he was lurking there, so warning bells will be ringing for Vox Eminor as to the location of Ricket, where you can see Immunity still smattered across the map, not really committing to anything, because they know that it's all on Vox to not make a mistake this point.
They're pretty much, just waiting for a mistake from Vox, and then they'll just play the rotation.
Imad picks up a kill. I didn't think Ricket saw that. He doesn't. Azza picks him up. Another trade once again. One player going down from each team, giving away nothing for the round. And it's all going to be on Immunity now to try and find their way into a bomb site with only 37 seconds remaining. Where will they go? What will they do? It looks as though they're going to try and get into a B split here. But Azza takes down Yaman, so that's huge. Can Sponge do anything on 21 hit points? Doesn't. Sniper takes him down, but Justin's quickly onto James, and this will be massive for Justin. See, big control. He can't. Sniper going absolutely huge for his team. Once again, getting those crucial kills. It is now a 2v2 for the National Championship. Sniper is going absolutely bonkers. Picks up a third kill on Tilt. Top Gun, his location is known. EMAG versus Top Gun. Top Gun versus EMAG for the National Championship. Who will win the round? Oh, Top Gun! Absolutely cold-blooded assassin. Ice water running through his veins as he moves in towards the bomb site. Takes down his opponent EMAG, and all of a sudden, again Immunity get pushed away, but again they were so close.
It's got to come. It's got to come eventually, you think.
They've finally decided to eco. They've had enough. They'll give Vox their 14, and they're going to go for the last round and get overtime. But believe me, if they don't win that last round, Vox Eminor think they're a red-hot go of taking this in overtime, because they have been playing absolutely phenomenal. And the comms are coming out here from Sponge. You can hear the dedication, the discipline. Azza takes one down. James gets a kill. He doubles up. Gets two. Justin quick to reply. Top Gun will also be in the line of fire here as he pushes them back to Con. Azza picks one up as well. Yaman and Ricket trying to make a play, trying to even maybe get a bomb plant. But Yaman has been forced back away from A. And this is high tension, high pressure CS.
Well, the health advantage and man advantage is with Vox.
I would say because of the rifles that would be the case, but these pistols are so powerful that one little burst can put you in a lot of trouble. And Justin sees one coming in, so what will he do? The grenade's good, and Justin once again has made sure that Vox reach that milestone of 14. And from 14 to 6?
14-7, I think.
14-7? Vox have scratched and clawed their way all the way back, showing exactly why they're the toughest team to beat in Australian Counter-Strike at the moment, giving nothing to Immunity for free. But they're
going to have to win it. I am going to have to
win it, obviously. They're going to have to win it. Ricket spots one going to sandbags, so immediately they get a small advantage here as Ricket may get a pick. That Molotov not actually reaching far enough across the wall, and you can see IM are doing their traditional split pick. They've got men everywhere, not really committing to anything in particular. We will stay on Ricket for just a moment to see if he can decide the outcome of the last round of regulation. Will it be Immunity walking away with the National Championship, or will it be Vox Eminor taking it back to overtime and trying to force a third map? It is all on Immunity make a play.
It looks like they're just going to be going for an A split, so it's not going to really come down to a mistake. I think it's going to come down to who hits their shots, because it's going to be 3-on-5.
Absolutely. Immunity are now bolstering up this A hit. Here we go. This is for Nationals, or this is for an overtime. Sniper onto Top Gun. Ricket gets a kill onto Azza. Sponge doubles up, though. Let's see what Sponge can continue to do. Can he get the third? He doesn't. Ricket gets to pick a 3v2 now, but luckily it is Havoc and JKS, the two men who have been on all day for Vox Eminor. Havoc getting the kill, pushing into the bomb site. This is crucial there. Justin and Havoc. Havoc and Justin. What can they do here for Vox Eminor to try and hold on? Havoc spots one, doesn't get the kill. Emad comes up massively, and it's going to be immunity. Ricky with the positioning, Ricky with the AWP kill, Ricky with the final frag that takes immunity over the top. And Vox Eminor are left absolutely gobsmacked, being defeated 2-0.
I got one thing right all game. I got one thing right all game.
Logitech Season 2. Oh my goodness, that's absolutely incredible. What a finish, what a game. And for those of you who have stuck around all day and watched it, that was absolutely worth the wait. In terms of it, we hear Ian walk out of the room, give a woo to the room, and I'm just about out of breath. Yeah. I'm just about out of voice. And that was worth every minute of it.
I'm speechless. That was just
absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well, look, it's been fantastic. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today, Diggs, for the first game and the last game. Massive shout-outs to everyone involved putting this on. Logitech, of course, the major sponsor of CGPL2. M-Wave, BenQ, AMD, MSI, Netgear, and DX Racer once again for these beautiful, comfortable chairs that we've been privileged to sit on all day. Talnoy, all the guys at Team Down TV, everyone, all the spectators who've joined in, all the teams participating. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the presentations, though, guys. They're coming very shortly for the first prize and second prize presentations.